Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 19th of January 2020 and welcome to week 210 of my weight loss journey. Last week we all saw I managed to lose another decent chunk of the Christmas weight gain by seeing a loss of 5.5 pounds or 2.5 kilograms, which in turn saw my body mass index go from 49.8 down to 49.1. Just like I always do, I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,601 compared to the previous week at 2,490. So as we can quite clearly see, I've gone above my newly set stat of 2,500 by 101 calories. I think there's two main reasons for this. That's the midweek blip or binge. I went to 2,800 calories on the Wednesday, I believe, and of course yesterday on the Saturday. I always have my treat on a Saturday, and I did mention last week that I wanted to keep within 3,000 calories, but I went above it yesterday by 200. So overall, the average now goes above my 2,500 calorie allowance. Fluid wise though, on a positive note, it is or has increased from last week to 3,727 millilitres, well above 200 or so above the 3,500 millilitres that I try to achieve on a daily basis. So I'm perfectly happy with this stat. If I now move on to my step count, which we can also see in the graph above, the average of this was 10,385 compared to last week at 10,803. So that it has had a slight reduction, but it's still above that newly set 10,000 step mark. So I'm obviously perfectly happy with this stat as well. As you all know, every 5 weeks I retake my body measurements to see if I've made any progress in that area as well. So without further ado, here are my latest body measurements. Well, out of the 14 body measurements which I monitor, I've seen no movement over the last 5 weeks. Therefore, in total, in the 210 weeks I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 116.15 inches, which is 295 centimetres. I'm not surprised by this result. In fact, I'm quite pleased with this result. I wasn't expecting to see any reductions in my body measurements this time round because, as we all know, over the Christmas holidays I did have quite an excessive binge over those 2 weeks. Well, 1 week in particular. I don't know where the other main weight chunk came from, but that's beside the point. As we all know, I did mention my jeans and shorts did feel a little bit tighter over that period, but obviously I've lost a stone, 14 pounds of what I've gained so far, and obviously it has helped, I think, the walking as well. So to see no movement whatsoever on my body measurements, it could have quite easily have gone up a little bit. I'm actually quite pleased that there's zero movement for once. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more weight, especially some more of the Christmas weight gain. So here it is, guys. Here's my weighing. I weigh 167.4 kilograms, which is 369.2 pounds, or 26 stone 5.2 pounds. This means in the last week I've seen a loss of 1.5 pound or 0.7 kilogram. But if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I also saw a loss of 1.5 pound or 0.7 kilogram. This week's loss result means I've now lost 54.4% of the weight I gained over the Christmas holidays, but there's still plenty more of that weight to lose. Based on this week's weight loss, it sees my body mass index go from 49.1 down to 48.9. And if we look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 43.6% complete, and after the loss it goes up to 45.7% complete. So in the 210 weeks of been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 172 pounds, which is 78 kilograms or 12 stone 4 pounds. Next week, there's only one stat that I want to work on, and that's my calorie consumption. I need to make sure there's no midweek blip or binge, and especially on the Saturday, I need to make sure I don't go over 3,000 calories. Those two things together should get me back within my 2,500 calorie allowance overall for the week, and by doing so, I'm hoping to see a better loss result than 1.5 pound. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with a 1.5 loss result, but since I've still got 14 pounds of the Christmas weight gain to lose, I'm hoping for a 3 pound loss next week, and I'm sure if I can hit that calorie consumption stat, it will be achievable. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully to see a lot less of me in the future, much less of me in the future, by all means subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.